to go to Mademoiselle Colette to pick up some macaroons for my daughter's birthday party. Actually, her tea party tomorrow. Today is her birthday. She's 17. So I thought I would do a broadcast driving to Palo Alto because it's actually, at this time of the year, it's a nice drive. The hills are green because normally they're always brown because everything's so dry here. But this time of year, things are green. So I thought I'd take you on a little adventure with me today. I am on Highway 85 going north. Soon I will be connecting with Highway 280, also going north towards San Francisco. I live about 45 miles south of San Francisco in the Bay Area, also known as Silicon Valley. This is my first driving broadcast, and of course I won't be able to look at the comments while I'm driving, but I will respond if you leave me a message or a comment. And I'm using HAPS. It's HAPPS. And I'm really liking it. And I had to switch over from Periscope because Periscope, as everyone knows, is riding off into the sunset on March 31st. And generally, I prefer to watch other people's broadcasts, but I've decided to do a little more broadcasting myself, mainly just for historical purposes so that I can look back on this and see what I was up to 2021. Oh, I'm German American, or actually German French American, and I like to drive fast, but I will try to maintain the speed limit because the last thing I want is to get a ticket. And the speed limit here is actually, I think it's 65 miles per hour. I tend to go a little faster than that. It's supposed to be a sunnier day, but it's been raining. So I'm actually happy there's a break between the rain so that I can do this broadcast. They are actually lifting some of the COVID restrictions. So you can, I think, dine in a restaurant again. Of course, it's got to be spaced out correctly. And of course, we still wear masks. We'll probably still wear masks for another year, is my guess. People are getting vaccinated here, though. There are a lot of people who are getting vaccinated who don't meet the criteria of who they're supposed to be vaccinating right now. So I'm not sure how they're able to get their vaccines early. And then I have many, many family members that will never get the vaccine because, they believe, they're just worried because it's such a new product, it hasn't been really tested and they rushed it to market. So, and that's their choice. I'm on the fence. I will definitely wait a little longer. Also, I don't qualify yet, but I do want to travel to Europe in December if things do open up, and I don't know if it'll be required that I will need to have been vaccinated with the COVID vaccine. I'm not sure if that's going to be a requirement. I hope not, but you never know. Normally, I'm walking in my broadcast, so this is a fun change to be driving. I think it's a fun change anyway. Thanks for coming along on this ride with me. This is where it starts to get a little nicer, the scenery, once I get on 280. I'm actually surprised to see so many people out. But usually Bay Area traffic is horrible. Not as bad as LA. I don't think anyone can compete with LA. But Bay Area, I'm going to have to take this route. So I was laid off during the pandemic. Unfortunately, it was a very sad time because I love my boss. I love my company and my team. But I was fortunate enough to find another job fairly quickly. So this is the way I would have to go to work every morning once we open back up. And right now the campus is still closed. I don't think it'll open up before the fall, but really I don't think it'll open until 2022, just to keep things on the safe side. So now I'm on Highway 280 headed north, and this will take you into San Francisco if you stay on it. I will be getting off and going into Palo Alto and Menlo Park, actually. But I do like this drive. It's a nice highway. And when I was younger and we used to have visitors from Germany, we would always take them home on this highway versus Highway 101, which is not a pretty drive at all. I mean, it's better now, today, but back in the 80s and 90s was not a nice drive on Highway 101. It's very industrial. There's just businesses, buildings, whereas this, you get a little more of the scenery with the trees and the vegetation. Wow, it's getting dark. It's about, well, it's almost 1 p.m., 1300, but it's really kind of dark out. The clouds, the rain clouds, and I didn't bring an umbrella, so I hope it doesn't start raining. I have to pick up these macaroons for my daughter's tea party tomorrow. Oh, it's sprinkling now. Bummer. No, it's almost like hail. Alrighty then. Well, this is a great time to be broadcasting. thunderstorm or something. That's annoying. That must be right under a cloud. Oh, sounds like I need new windshield wipers. Like, that's a noise. I do need to find out if there's a way to save these broadcasts, like save the MP3 files to, or the live streams to my computer. So I would like to keep them. And, I always thought Periscope would be around forever, but that's not the case. So I hope Haps is able to hang out and stay, but I want to have access to my broadcast. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my little holder thingy. Get this lane here. Oh, Stanford University, very famous university, is coming up. Page Mill would be the exit I would take if I was going to my new job once they open the campus again. I don't know why all these people are passing me up. I wasn't driving as fast as I normally do. I like to watch other people's broadcasts when they're driving, especially JL Switzerland or Swiss Mike, because they're both in Switzerland and it's so beautiful there. I could live there. I could live in Germany too. Actually, I would love to live in Europe, but it's very hard for foreigners to live there. But I really haven't pursued it either. My oldest son is going to be graduating college this May, and he would like to work for the FBI or the CIA. And if that happens, they'll most likely relocate to the East Coast. And I want to live, close to him and his girlfriend because I think they'll get married, then start having children, and I want to live close to my grandchildren that I will have someday. Not yet. And if it wasn't for that, I would definitely move to Europe because I just love the lifestyle there. I love all the history, the architecture. Yeah. Oh, the cows are out. I think it's cows. What's up with this truck? Need to take the next exit though. Oh, and I have no patience for other drivers. Oh, he's staying on. That's good. This property to the right, I don't know how much of it you can see, is called the Rosewood. It's a very famous, like, hotel and spa, and it's like where a lot of people like to have their business meetings. It's a very upscale 5-star hotel. And this road that I'm getting on, Sand Hill Road, is known for the venture capitalists. They all seem to have offices on this road or near this road. So often they will have lunch over at the Rosewood and make some major deals. I used to go with my former boss a few companies ago. We would go and have lunch there, and then she would treat me to a spa treatment, which was really nice because they have a really nice spa there. And now we're heading east down Sand Hill Road, which will take us past or near Stanford Hospital, also the university, and also Stanford Shopping Mall, which is it's an outdoor shopping mall, but very nice, has upscale shops. Actually, not sure how great the audio quality is going to be because I can't find my headset, so I'm using headphones. Yeah, so I'll have to listen to this later and see. Stopped at a light. Well, people are out golfing to the right. You can't really see it because of the hedges. People are out there dedicated to their golf game. My grandpa was a golfer and he was really good at it, actually. My dad, not so much. Though one of my grandfather's dreams was to play at Pebble Beach in Carmel, California, which is south of me. It's about an hour and a half south from where I live. And one time when my grandparents visited, my dad surprised my grandpa and had tickets. I don't know. I guess you get tickets. I don't know. I've never golfed. I don't know how it works if you just get tickets. But they played Pebble Beach. My grandpa was so frustrated with my dad because he kept hitting the balls into the Pacific Ocean. I guess I should have had some music on or something. Next time I will be better prepared. This is kind of my first test broadcast while driving. In the Bay Area, you'll notice you'll see a lot of Teslas because, Tesla has a plant in Fremont. I'd like to have an electric car as well, but I'm renting currently, and so I don't have the battery hookup. And my landlord will not put that in it. It would be too costly for her. And she's a retired lady, lives in Idaho or Iowa. And plus, I'm planning on relocating to the East Coast in a couple of years, in a year or two. I'm waiting for my son to get settled, get his job, they'll buy a house. Once all of that happens, then I will relocate with my two younger children because we just can't afford to buy. I can't afford to buy another home here. Just the medium home prices are outrageous for what you get. I've been in the Bay Area since '77, and it's just way too congested now. Way too many people, way too expensive. Everything's expensive. I just filled up my car yesterday and almost had a heart attack because gas was $3.69 a gallon, and it's just, yeah, that's another reason I want an electric car. Oh, we're coming up to Stanford Shopping Mall, which is on the right. It's a nice mall. Probably not when it's raining, but a lot of upscale stores here. Nordstrom is one of their flagship stores. Oops, I need to get over. They've closed the lane. How dare they? Oh. Oh, they've closed the road altogether. Wow, okay. So I'm going to have to make a little detour. I wasn't planning on going this way. Interesting. I wonder what's happening. They must be fixing the roads or something down here. Also, you'll get to see a little more of Stanford. Because now I have to go around. Let me think about this because, okay, let me see if I can go all the way out over here. Oh, I'll just drive this way. Oh, it's an adventure every day. Wow, these flowers are beautiful. Stanford is a dog-friendly shopping mall, so you can bring your dog. Okay, lady. No, I don't know why you're honking at me. Actually, let me go out this way and see if I. Okay. I have to get my bearings because I get lost easily. And this was not the way I had intended to go to Mademoiselle Colette. Okay. So now Stanford Shopping Mall is on my left. Okay. All right, I think I know where I'm at. This should be El Camino. El Camino is a historic road. I guess you would call it a road. It actually goes from San Francisco all the way down. I think it goes all the way down to Gilroy. You could take this road that I'm about to turn onto from San Francisco, maybe even further down to Gilroy. You don't want to do that though because there's a lot of lights. It would take you 4 or 5 times as long as the highway, but it is a scenic route in some parts. I should also state that I'm very bad with history facts. Like I'll remember general things about things, but like don't ask me a specific date because I'll never remember. Oh wow, I have 4 viewers. Thank you. Thanks for watching my little drive in Palo Alto. Actually, Mademoiselle Colette, the location I'm going to is actually the Menlo Park location and not the Palo Alto one. It's just easier to park there. I hope you guys are all doing great on this Friday. I'm very excited because I took the day off because I have to prepare for my daughter's party tomorrow. And since she wants a tea party, I have to make tea sandwiches, like the cucumber sandwiches. And then she wants chicken salad. Then I told her we're doing that California style and we're going to have ham sandwiches. And I thought a BLT would be fun, which is bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes if there's any European folks watching, which I doubt because it's late for you guys. It's what, 1 o'clock, midnight? Yeah, so now I'm on El Camino Highway, or not highway, El Camino Road, going northwest. Oh, I do have a story about this road. Back on this road, back in San Jose, I think it's San Jose or Sunnyvale, I was in the left lane like this, but I was closer to the light. I was behind another, there was a car in front of me and then me, and we were stopped at a light like this. And then I looked a little towards left because I noticed there's this car flying through the air. And I actually thought they were filming a movie. I'm like, why is this car flying through the air? And the first moment I saw the car, I never thought it was going to hit me, but it ended up hitting me. And what had happened was he was coming the opposite way on El Camino, ran a red light, which he said he had a green light, but there's no way because we were already sitting at this light for quite a while. It's a long light. He hit like 3 or 4 cars that were crossing El Camino, lost control. He must have been going really fast too, because then he hit the medium here, the stuff in the middle, the cement, was able to get airborne, he, airborne and flipped over. He hit the car in front of me, and then he came through my windshield. And he was and I was the last car that he hit. And his car, he had a Buick, this giant old American car. It was upside down. It was his bumper was through my windshield, and I had this little tiny Ford Festiva, which if you know that car model, it's like a tin can. There's like no safety features. But luckily, the fireman told me because he hit me at an angle and not he didn't hit me straight on because the fireman said I would have been decapitated. So I'm here to tell you this story. It was just so crazy. And he hit a total of 7 cars, like the 3 cars crossing El Camino, a couple cars that were turning left onto Kylie. It was at El Camino and Kylie. And the car in front of me, and then he, I was the last car he hit, and he was up. His Buick was upside down, and his car was balancing between my car and the car in front of me. And I just remember opening my eyes, so I must have closed my eyes, and seeing his bumper in my dash, and then I see all the liquids draining from his car, and my first thought was like, oh, if his car explodes, I'm going to be dead for sure, because my car is going to explode as well. So I managed to kick open my driver door, because he had hit me at an angle, so he dented the frame of my little car. I kicked the car door, my driver's door open, and then I just remember looking for a payphone, because this was before cell phones. This was probably 1989, or no, 1990. And I wanted to find a payphone so that I could call my work, and I was working at Siemens at the time, to let them know I was going to be late for work. And I just remember, as I'm searching for a payphone, the firemen get to my car. They're like, where's the driver of this car? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's me, but I need to find a phone. And they're like, no, you need to get on this stretcher. You could have a broken back, a neck, or whatever. You're in shock. Come here, or stay there, and we'll come to you. And they did. And then I had made the fireman promise to call my work and let them know I was going to be late. And the funny story about that is, so they're taking me by ambulance to the hospital to get checked out, because this was a pretty serious accident. And oh my goodness, I am not paying attention to where I'm going, so I think I missed my exit. Okay, I'm going to have to end this so I can figure out where I'm at. But let me just finish this story real quick. So on the way to the hospital, they were going to take me. There were too many people with injuries from this accident. It was 7 cars and I don't know how many people. And they decided to route me to another hospital. So I get to the new hospital. Meanwhile, my parents have been called, because I was young. I was early 20s, to let them know that I'd been in an accident. And my parents, of course, go to the hospital they were told I was at, and I'm not there because, of course, they rerouted me to a different hospital. Well, then my mom thinks I'm kidnapped, because they can't find me. They don't know where I'm at. And oops, actually no, I'm in the right place. And bad driving, sorry. And I have that on film. Wow. Bad, bad, bad. So sorry, people. um, so what my brother does, he ends up calling the police station, asking if there had been an accident at El Camino and Kylie. And the police officer said, yes, there was. And he told them, yeah, my sister was in that accident and we can't find her. They told us she was at this hospital. And then the officer told my parents and my brother that, oh no, some of the people were taken to this hospital as well. So that's what they did. They found me covered in glass. Because when the windshield breaks, and I didn't know this, it shatters into tiny little pieces, like a million little pieces, which is good. You don't want big shards, because I would have probably been cut up pretty bad had that been the case. Okay, I'm trying to pay attention to where I'm at. Oh, okay. I'm good. I know where I'm at again. I live down south, so I'm not up here that often, but uh, man, these signs are really faded too. That doesn't help that I think it's the next one. The next left. I promise to drive better. Oh yeah, it's this. I need Santa Cruz. How come I can't make it? Okay, whatever. Hopefully I can make a U-turn here. It looks like that I can. Don't want to break any other traffic laws today. Oh, my 4 viewers are still with me. Thank you. Let me know where you're from. I'm curious. I usually don't have viewers. And actually, that's fine with me, because, like I said, I'm doing this for myself and my future grandkids to look back at this and say, wow, we have a really crazy grandmother. But, and also because I plan to move to the East Coast, and I'm trying to film as much of the West Coast while I'm here. And that way I can look back with fond memories of my time in California. But we're almost to Mademoiselle Colette, and I'll end this broadcast when I get there. But I will do some future broadcasts. You know, I like to drive down to Monterey and Carmel. It's my thing on the weekends, especially during COVID, because you couldn't do anything and I didn't want to be in the house all the time. So I would take my daughter for drives and we would just drive around. This is before I knew about apps. And even with Periscope, I didn't, you know, scope much. I'm more of a watcher than I am a broadcaster. My turn. And we're still required to wear masks when we're out and about, which is a good thing. Actually, I don't ever want that to stop because there's always going to be something out there that's contagious. And people generally, when they're sick, they don't stay home. And sometimes they can't afford to. You know, they have to work or something. So I kind of like the masks. Okay, this is the street I need to be on, and I need to go further up. And they've blocked off parts of the streets for outdoor dining when outdoor dining was the only thing that was allowed, either takeout, delivery, or outdoor dining. But you know, it's a little chilly. So, and when it's raining, you really don't want to sit outside. But I'm on Santa Cruz Avenue now in Menlo Park, which is right next to Palo Alto, where I was just at. I need to find a parking spot because the bakery is coming up on my right. And also, I think that is that a spot? Nope, I could not be so lucky. I will head to the back. Parking is always a challenge here, or you know, any of the popular little towns or cities. So there's parking in the back. That's where I'm going to park. What? It's super busy, but maybe it's because it's a Friday. I came here on a Saturday with my daughter. Oh, when I ordered the macaroons, and it wasn't this busy. I don't know what's happening. Everybody's out and about today. So I need to find a parking spot. Oh, someone's leaving. Yay. Well, I wish you all, my 4 viewers, a fabulous Friday and weekend. I hope you're doing something fun. I might, no, my daughter would kill me if I broadcasted during her party. She would absolutely have a fit. She doesn't even want me taking her photos anymore, I swear, teenagers. She's 17 today, going on 30. But thank you for watching and hanging in here with me. I am here at my location. I'm going to go pick up my macaroons and hope you guys all have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.